Hey everyone, welcome to the third episode in my Age of Mythology campaign playthrough, and this is scratching the surface, so your first attack against Troy. And you're in this level, you're told to get a town going and then prepare for an assault on Troy, and then you get diverted to taking out the docks on either end of the map. And so there's another, as you saw, there's another settlement over there that you can claim after you take out those towers. And I'm trying to use my heroes to do that, and it doesn't work out too well in the archaic age. They're pretty weak. So I put up that wall on the far side there just to funnel the enemy from one side. You'll see I put up a couple more walls as well to funnel them in the middle by that lure power. And I'm sending a villager over to the right. I guess I'm aging up here. That's a little bit pretty quick. Actually, I have this sped up 3 times. Yeah, so it's moving faster than I think it is. But anyway, I tried to send that villager out there past that gold mine to build a wall, and that didn't work because there were some toxicities in the way. So anyway, I like building walls to funnel in the AI a little bit. But there's a big gold mine up there, so what I always do is build a storehouse there, and then I put up a few towers. Those serve 2 purposes: to obviously attack the enemies when they come in, but also as a garrison point for the villagers to protect them. And there are a few bears floating around over here that my villagers can get to on that lure there. And the attack doesn't come. First attack doesn't come for a little while. I always remembered the attacks coming kind of quickly in this level, so I kind of pumped out some guys really quickly and just kind of sat around for a little while. And there goes another bear there, getting distracted, trying to use my archer to take him out, so he doesn't go after one of my villagers. Getting another tower up over there, and as the lure animals are running out, I'm switching to farms. I'm very so here's the first attack. A couple, what was that? Just hoplites, I think. So no big deal there. But I was about to say I'm very agricultural in my games. I always put up a lot of farms. It's not unusual for me to have at least 20 farms or so. Sometimes, at least on campaign levels, usually between 20 and 30, depending on what units I'm making. So now I have all my villagers freed up at that lure. I can take care of that bear and get ready to age up again after I get a few farms up, because my food production slowed down as those animals ran out. And I still haven't taken out those towers over at the that other settlement, so I'll probably go do that in a little bit. I was finding extra town centers mainly for the population boost, and they are very good defensively as well, of course. So here's my normal cycle: make villagers, put directly directly task them on trees from the town center, and then as I get wood, take them off the trees and build farms. That's the cycle I usually go with, and I'm sure most people do that, but I usually task them right on the trees. So now I'm getting up to the 3rd age, doing my normal, slow play style where I'm just building up slowly instead of trying to push an attack quickly. And so this attack comes in as my heroes are distracted, so that was a little bit annoying, and it ended up being somewhat of a strong attack. So luckily I got some hoplites coming out, and now that they've attacked, I can go take out those towers, so because I know they won't be coming back for another minute or 2. And just making units as I get the resources for them. If I have wood, I'll make toxicities. If I have food, I make hoplites. And I'm trying not to build too close to the water, because there are a few enemy ships that sort of troll around, and they'll fire on your guys and farms if you're too close to the water. So that's why I sort of built upwards as opposed to towards the water, with the farms anyway. Diversifying my gold gathering a little bit. And I think I made make a few Cyclopses because I like using them as siege. So here I'm sending the Toxotes in to scout out a little bit, take out some of those infantry guys that are over there. Just lure them out a little bit. I want to use the pig power too, which is always convenient. And you'll see after you take out the first dock, Agamemnon lands some forces, and it's more than enough to take out the next one. So I usually go for the right dock first because it's much less heavily defended. I think there are a bunch of colossi over at the other one, so I usually take out the easier one first and then get the boost of extra units, and then attack the more difficult one. So I guess I'm rolling in with one Cyclops just because it's not too much of a problem over here, and I have plenty of archers to take out those infantrymen. Of course, when the Agamemnon lands his forces, your population goes through the roof, so I usually try to have my population full before I take out the dock. That way I get the maximum amount of guys. Getting a few more Cyclopses in there. So here come Agamemnon's forces. I think you get some, and as a bonus you get the town center over there as well. So you get some cavalry and catapults as well. Very helpful to have the catapults, or petrobolos, or whatever they're called. Here's another gold colossus, and my catapults are going rogue there a little bit, taking out that tower. So the units they send are kind of weak. They're just prodromoses and hippocons, but at least it's something. I'd much rather a whole bunch of heavy heavy hoplites, but take what you can get. And that attack is pushed back home a little bit, but at this point I know I'm gonna win in about 30 seconds, so I don't. I guess I send those cavalry back just to, and I guess I sent Arcantos too. But once you get the those colossi taken out over at the second dock, it's pretty much game over. So I think I staved off that attack actually, but so once you take out that dock, objective complete and game over. So thanks for watching. Not too difficult of a level there, but anyway, we'll see you in the next video.